Samsung has just unveiled the S23, the S23 Plus, and of course the big daddy, the S23 Ultra. Here's everything you need to know to make sure you get the right phone, including some amazing pre-order deals that you guys might not even know of. If you're looking for massive changes, don't be too excited because this refresh is exactly that, a refresh. But this does bring some new features and hardware, so let's have a look. Starting with the S23 and the S23 Plus, they will be coming in these colors here: green, phantom black, lavender, and cream. Now, if you pre-order, you can get up to $350 of instant trade-in along with $150 of Samsung credit to use with accessories, cases, and stuff like that. And you also get a free storage upgrade. To make things easier for you, I've included a link down in the description as well as the pinned comment, so feel free to check that out. If you're going to go all out and get the Ultra, it also comes in those 4 colors as well, but including 2 extra Samsung exclusive colors that you don't get on any other model. And if you pre-order, you can get up to $500 of trade-in along with $150 of Samsung credit, again for things like accessories, and you also get that same storage upgrade to 512 gigs without paying extra. Of course, since the S23 Ultra is the largest phone in the lineup, you do get the largest battery size coming in at 5,000 milliamp hours, whereas the S23 is at 3,900 and the S23 Plus is at 4,700. The difference between the S23 and the S23 Plus is quite a big deal when it comes to battery size, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in the real world. Of course, all 3 phones do come with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which is the newest flagship from Qualcomm, so battery life should still be an improvement over the S22 series of phones, which we all know didn't exactly have the best battery life. But I will definitely be testing that out because I myself ordered the S23 Plus and the S23 Ultra, so if you guys want more videos on those phones, definitely stay tuned. Another big differentiating factor between these 3 phones is storage space. The S23 starts at 128 gigs, whereas the S23 Plus and the Ultra both start out at 256. The Ultra is also the only phone that goes up to 1 terabyte, so if you guys want that really massive local storage, well, the Ultra is going to be your choice. But remember, if you pre-order, you will automatically get moved up in storage space. So if you're getting the S23, instead of getting 128, you will be bumped up to 256. And if you get the S23 Plus or the Ultra, you will go from 256 to 512, again, without paying anything. Well, without paying anything extra. You still have to buy the phone, right? Because that makes sense. Another difference, which may or may not matter to you, is that the Ultra is the only phone in the lineup that goes up to 12 gigabytes of RAM, but that's only if you get the 1 terabyte version, because how else are they going to make money? Now, if you like taking notes on your phone or maybe doodling in your free time, the S23 Ultra does come with an S Pen built in for you to enjoy. Now, I did have the S22 Ultra, which also came with the S Pen, but I didn't really find myself using it aside from maybe using the pen as a Bluetooth. So you can put your phone on a tripod, open up the camera, click the little button on the pen, and it'll actually take a picture of you without you having to set up some weird timer on your S23. So, if you want that kind of Bluetooth functionality with your pen and the phone, well, again, the S23 Ultra is the only option you got. All right, so let's move on to my favorite topic, or at least one of my favorite topics, the cameras. The S23 Ultra gets the biggest upgrade when it comes to low light video and photo, and of course you do get that massive bump from 108 megapixels all the way to 200 megapixels. All in all, you get that 200 megapixel main camera, you get a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, and 2 10 megapixel telephoto cameras capable of different zoom ranges, and of course that insane 100 times space zoom. In contrast, the S23 and S23 Plus don't really get a big upgrade, but it's still an upgrade nonetheless. Both of them get the 50 megapixel main camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, and a 10 megapixel 3 times telephoto lens capable of 30 times space zoom. The front cameras on all 3 models are the same exact. Now, the great news is when it comes to the display, all 3 models will have the same exact peak brightness coming in at 1750 nits, and all 3 phones have 120 Hz. Hey, Apple, did you hear that? I don't think you did, because iPhone 14 doesn't have 120 Hz display. Oh my god. The only main differences is of course the screen size, the higher resolution on the Ultra model, and the flat display versus curved display. If faster charging is what you're looking for, the S23 Ultra and the S23 Plus are both capable of being charged up to 45 watts, whereas the S23 can only do 25 watts, which, I get it, because obviously it also has the lowest battery capacity, so it doesn't need to be charged at a faster rate to fill up that smaller space, whereas the other two phones have a much larger battery and they can actually benefit from the faster charging. Regardless which phone you get, you can expect from 0 battery to 50% of battery in about 30 minutes and a full charge within about the hour. Why did I say within about the hour? I meant to say within the hour. There we go. Now, if you have butterfingers like I do and you're constantly dropping your phone, you should be happy to know that all 3 models, no matter which ones you get, does come with that new Gorilla Glass Victus 2, which is more crack resistant than the S22 series of phones, so that's always a great thing. So which phone should you pick up in my opinion? Well, it's honestly quite simple. Look, if you want the best of the best, okay, and I'm talking about the 200 megapixel camera, the larger screen, more RAM, the larger storage options, and better battery life, and of course the S Pen, well, get the Ultra. Honestly, for the price difference between the S23 Plus... Hey cat, what are you doing? Why are you jumping on my seat, huh? All right, fine. We'll wait. So as I was saying, the price difference between the S23 Plus and the Ultra honestly ain't that bad considering all the upsides you're getting with the S23 Ultra. But of course, if you're not looking for that massive screen... We'll wait. As I was saying, the price difference is really not that bad considering all you're getting with the Ultra, but not everyone wants a massive 6.8 or 6.8 or 6.9 inch display. I think it's 6.8. Then of course you're going to probably be looking at the S23 or the S23 Plus, which are still a decent upgrade from last year. But of course, that all depends on what phone you have. If you have the S22, you might want to get the S23 if you're going to be trading that phone in, if it's already paid off. You're getting some pretty sweet deals. So again, I'll have a link down below. What happened to my voice? I'll have a link down below. Am I crying? For you guys to check out. If you want to pre-order, again, now's the time to do it before February 17th. After February 17th, those deals go away and you guys will be spending more money to pick up the phone. So if you're ready, now's the time to do it. Like I said, I personally ordered the S23 Plus and the Ultra, and of course, I will be comparing it to each other. I'll be comparing it to the iPhone 14 Pro, the Pixel 7, the Pixel 7 Pro. So if you guys want to see those videos, definitely subscribe if you are new here. And if I helped you save money today, if you guys did pre-order, definitely click the like button. That's all I'm asking for, is just clicking the like button. It's completely free to you. It's completely free. That's the best deal of all. But it helps me in the channel out a lot, and I truly appreciate it. So which phones are you guys picking up? If you are picking any up, let me know down below in the comments. I'm kind of curious to see which phone people are kind of eyeing more. I think it's the Ultra, but we'll see. This was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.